Ladies and gentlemen, Sith and Jedi, citizens of the Republic or the Empire, whatever you want to call it, this is Star Wars Dark Empire Part 3. And I am the Comic Outlaw, coming to you from live and loud from spaces unknown, and we are doing Dark Empire Part 3. And we're going to jump right into it right now. Now the battle for Calamari continues as as Luke Skywalker has fallen to the Emperor Palpatine on this sinister world called Biss that is located deep in the central world of the Empire, the core Empire. And now as the remnants of the rebellion struggle to fight against these world devastators, trying to come up with a new plan to stop these beasts that devour everything and make more ships. They produce more as they suck up the cities, they suck up Star Destroyers, they suck up everything, and they just reuse it. It's a machine that devours and builds onto itself. And as you can tell, the war is not going too well. The rebels are fighting as hard as they can. And true, the rebels do have experienced fighters from spending the last several years fighting for the rebellion. And the Empire's fighters have come and gone over the destructions of both Death Stars. They've lost a lot of personnel, a lot of experienced fighters. But that does no good to turn the tide when it comes to these world destroyers or these world devastators. They just destroy everything in their path. They eat, they consume, like the master of the dark side that controls them in the background. And as you can tell, like I said, these X-Wing fighters, they're good. They've been through a lot. But they just cannot, they're outclassed when it comes to the machinery from the raw firepower the Empire is throwing at them. And also, the factories have built new TIE fighters, quicker, deadlier, more armor, better weaponry. And it's launching them at these old, antique X-Wings at this time. And as you can see, the battle is raging both on space and in Calamari. These world devastators, like I said before, just destroy everything in their paths. They crush and kill, devour. Like I said, they even consume Star Destroyers. Nothing can stand up to these devastating weapons of the Empire. Not even trying to fire the torpedoes from the Star Destroyer does anything to it, but Leia receives a vision. Is it her father, Vader, standing there? No, it's something even worse, her brother. Because Vader is gone, his soul is passed on, and Luke is there, standing in his place. He tells his sister not to interfere. It is his destiny to follow this path, to feel, to touch the power of the dark side. But Leia struggles. She says she will not leave him. She will not leave him alone. And he is lost, and the power knocks her down. Meanwhile, everyone's trying to regroup, plan out what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, and how they're going to basically take down these world devastators, how they're going to pull their fleet together, and how they're basically going to find a way to win. But of course, Han receives news that Leia was passed out. That surge of energy, that dark side energy, had knocked her out. She's being attended to by a robot, where she gives Han the full download on what's going on. That Luke is alive, but he's being lost to the dark side. And they must find him in Biss, the deep core. And Han may have a contact, as Han always does. But as always, there's a price when it comes to the information that Han Solo has. So they race off to Na Hutta, the homeworld of the Hutts. And as you may or may not know, if you've been living under a rock, Han and Leia were responsible for the death of one Jabba the Hutt. And this, my fellow citizens, is their homeworld they're heading to. Now as they land in Na Hutta, Han and Leia both discuss the price that they have on their heads, surely for all the things that they've done. And this is reference to Return of the Jedi, so check that out. And as they fly into the home, they contact their they're trying to contact someone, their little friend, but they get attacked by a fleet of bounty hunters coming after them, since Han Solo is now wanted dead or alive. And Han's doing what Han Solo does, jucking and jiving, moving the Millennium Falcon back and forth, dodging every laser beam these bounty hunters have to offer. Still trying to get in contact with his friend, knowing that if he could just reach the base, if he could just reach out to him, and then all of a sudden his buddy pops on. And Han Solo has a mastery of negotiating while he's being fired at. And of course, Han makes a deal. Han breaks on through, and in his secret base, in his little entryway, a turret pops up and destroys the rest of the bounty hunting ships, allowing Han Solo a safe place to land in Nahada for now. But this is Nahada. Not everything's safe. Everything has a price. And there's always someone lurking around the corner to take advantage of some free coin. But at this point, Han gets off the ship. Basic introductions. This is Han's old friend from the past. And this is his ex, Celia, I believe. I may be wrong. And as always, Han kind of burnt her in one way or the other, left her a little spurned. And of course, everyone's making nice. Leia's been introduced. They're going through the streets of Nahada right now. And this is how sad this place is, how it's every man or woman or creature for itself. But then an old woman comes up to her and goes, "You, a Jedi. A Jedi, yes, I can feel the Force in you." She asks her if she's okay, but she tells her that she has something for her. Something that will rekindle the fire of the Jedi. So, "Can you feel it?" And she hands her a box. Just a box. She said it was a gift from a Jedi. And now a robot stands there. It says, "Hello, Solo. Mr. Fett is waiting to see you." Yes, you heard it right, people. Fett. And you know exactly which Fett that is. And we'll find out next time on the Comic Outlaw. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.